Let's move on. Finally, let's look at the world of pivots. Now, for those of you who start to shudder, pivot has had a bad reputation. They have a little bit of a black eye in our industry because pivots in the old way used to be a little bit tricky. You used to have to wrestle with it a little bit. And for those not that comfortable in the Excel world, many stayed away from it. I'm going to invite you back to the table. I'm going to say, try it. I think you're going to find it easier to use. I think you're going to find the new pivot tables redesigned. They're easier to literally drop your fields. And I have a screenshot here for you. If you're playing along with me, click on your Insert tab. You'll find pivot tables in the table group. The right-hand side has for you the fields. The left-hand side is your drop zone. Click and drop. Read a style, read a chart, read a trend. It's very easy. Powerful sorting, powerful filtering, and charting has, again, been improved with this new world of pivot. Let's continuing now. Lastly, for saving. I've talked about all the opportunities. I've talked about many of the enhancements for 2007. I'd be remiss if I didn't also talk about some of the challenges in looking at the new environment. For those of you who used to work in Excel, most of us worked in the XLS format, right? That was the old version. That's now supported as a save as format, right? This is a compatible 97 to 2003 format. For those of you working in the 07 environment, if you click the save button, if you don't have any macros in your worksheet, you will be saving as an XLSX. For those of you working with macros, active content, it will default to a format called XLSM. Now that's meant to quickly identify active content. That's a good thing for security, right? IT likes being able to find it. Our tech folks will love that feature in terms of sorting and being able to find those with Visual Basic or other active content. But you should be aware that that is a compatibility issue, folks. If you're trying to send this file off to a client, or perhaps there's somebody in your workspace that doesn't have the new version. Perhaps you're working from home today and you have the old one. You do need to save as. You're going to be very frustrated working on a snowy day and not being able to open that file. You will be prompted in many cases to download a compatibility patch. That should enable you to open these files. But that is a little bit frustrating. Again, if you're working with a new client or a prospect, that could be, again, a speed bump that you don't want to anticipate in working with these file formats. So do yourself a favor. If there's a mixed environment, save as, download it again as an XLSX. There will be some loss of functionality if you've used some of these new styles, some of the new tools we've looked at. For the most part, you'll still see the data. It might look a little bit different. It might look a little flatter. You may not be able to edit that tool in the old environment, but you should still be able to look at the data. Lastly, I'll leave you, again, a nice enhancement for 2007. They've incorporated read-only formats for you. You can save as, again, remember it's from the Office button. You can save as PDF or XPS. These are great read-only formats, particularly those in secure environments, or again, business development, healthcare environments where, again, you need to show people data, but you don't want them accessing the original native formats. Perhaps you have workbooks that have multiple spreadsheets year over year. You don't want people having access to that, folks. Safeguard yourself, either protect it or save it as a PDF. You have some options now available right from the Office button and a click of a button. So again, you're saved. I'm going to warn you, just be careful about compatibility. You're going to check that. But congratulations, you've climbed a mountain today. You've looked at 2007. You've looked at some of the new environment. You've uncovered some new tools. We've looked at it. We've made you aware of it. If you need to practice, if your team needs to train, of course we remain a partner of Fandotech. They're wonderful, and we look forward to working with you and getting ready to tackle your next mountain in 2007. Again, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we're all here for you. We'll be looking at, again, next week, we'll be investigating PowerPoint 2007. Looking ahead, we'll be looking at Word 2007. It's been a delight to be with you. Thank you for sharing your day with us today. We hope you find 2007 as efficient and as wonderful as we have. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.